Just give me a second.
Go ahead, yeah.
Even atheist philosophers of science and evolutionary biologists have realized there's big problems with with sociobiology, as they call it. Sorry, what was your question?
I just said you're wrong, but yeah, it's bad.
In what way?
It does explain a large amount of human behaviour.
Okay, so how would they explain altruism?
There's like really good explanations of this.
Go on. How would they?
Well, it's along to this idea of like immediate evolution or like a hangover from evolution. So for many, many thousands of years, it would behoove you to help other people who live in your community because they're the only people you ever see, right? So now we live in a globalist world where you see people you don't actually often come into all the time. Mate, are you not listening to me? Do you want me to explain it again? I'll explain it again.
No. I don't want to.
I'll explain it again. This time, you're very good at talking down to people, but when someone who is as vocally strong as you talks back, it's actually harder. So, you asked me, what, altruism, how to explain altruism? I told you, hundreds of thousands of years of helping people who are close to you, because it would benefit you when they help you back, is now in a globalist world, so we have a hangover of this, right? So now we have primal urges to help others in need because it actually benefited us hundreds of thousands of years ago. That is the answer to your question. That's what I said before, and I'll say it again. Do you want me to repeat it again? That's the justification.
Okay. Wait.
Sorry.
Wait.
Can I just add to what you said?
No.
I'm not going to interrupt you.
One sec.
Just to add to
Wait. Hang on. Let me answer your thing. I can only have one conversation, one person at a time. What you're referring to is known as reciprocal altruism, right? And reciprocal altruism, and there's another theory in genetics, right? Both of these, they break down when you help people that you're not related to. Now, the claim that this is an evolutionary hangover, I want you to justify that claim, because you're just you're adding a label to a mystery.
What evidence can I give you that would make you agree with it?
Well, you'd have to give some genetic evidence.
Genetic evidence? I'm talking about...
You're speaking about genes, correct?
I'm talking about hangovers of evolution. These things exist in our genes.
Sir, you study genetics, right? Does natural selection work at genetic level?
Yes.
Okay, it does. So doesn't that mean that every single social aspect of our behavior has to be explicable in terms of survival and reproduction?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that. It does not mean that.
Sir, even if you call it an evolutionary byproduct, fundamentally it has to be survival and reproduction. Correct?
Why?
Because you just said it a minute ago.
No, I didn't. I'm answering your question.
You said it was an evolutionary hangover.
I said altruism is an evolutionary hangover. I didn't. Now you're saying every single behavior in human history.
No. Okay.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fall into your traps of semantics.
Okay.
I'm not silly.
Okay.
I'm not silly. You can answer my question.
Okay. Altruism is
altruism
is the evolutionary hangover.
Yes.
Okay. How do you know that?
What do you mean? How do I know that? I don't know the answer. What did you? I would like to hear from him.
Wait, don't go to him. Don't go to him.
I said, what evidence
How
would you
did you get to that?
What evidence? Because I'm well read on the topic. What evidence would you have? What evidence would you hear? What would be okay for you? Because my explanation was okay for you before. Why isn't my explanation okay?
I want you to give me a testable hypothesis which shows...
Testable hypothesis?
Yeah, you came...
You're talking about anti-evolutionary behaviour when you're not talking about testable hypothesis.
Okay. Wait, hang on a second. Raising your voice doesn't improve your argument.
No, I agree. I agree with that.
You agree with that? That's fantastic. So let me just make a claim, and I want you to shoot it down if I'm wrong. This claim of yours, that altruism is explicable by Darwinian processes, is challenged by evolutionary biologists.
Not good ones.
Okay, so let me give you one good one, and I'll give you another good one.
Okay, good.
And if you don't think they're good enough, then you challenge them, not me. Okay. Professor Dennis Noble at Oxford, he's an atheist, and he's an evolutionary biologist.
Oh, atheist.
Right? Because it's a religion. Now, this is what he says. He says the selfish gene idea is false, and he says it is not even falsifiable. Okay. Next. Another evolutionary thinker, he's a philosopher of science, David Stoff, again another atheist. He's written a whole book challenging the selfish gene idea and human altruism, the way it's explained by Darwinists. And his book is called Darwinian Fairy Tales. And what he says is this: Darwinists claim all human social interactions, including the behavior of altruism, fundamentally, whether you call it a hangover or not, is explicable in terms of survival and reproduction, and he says it's false.
Do these people that you quoted believe in evolution?
They believe in some evolutionary processes.
I think you're never getting my question. Do you think they believe in evolution by natural selection?
Okay, wait, hang on. Professor,
You're quoting, do they believe in it? Yes or no?
Can I answer?
Yes, you can.
Professor Dennis Noble, he doesn't believe in evolution by natural selection as a creative force. He believes in alternative mechanisms such as evolution by natural genetic engineering. Professor
By creative force, what do you mean? I'm not aware of that.
Sorry?
You said natural selection by creative force.
No. Natural selection, evolution by natural genetic engineering. He believes in that mechanism. It's an alternative mechanism to Darwinism.
Again, I feel like my question hasn't been answered, so I'll ask it again.
No. Your question has been answered. I don't think you actually understood what I was saying.
I didn't, that's why I asked again. So
your claim that Darwinism explains all aspects of human behavior, including... Okay, fine. It explains altruism. That's what you claim, right?
I think it does, yes.
That's being challenged by evolutionary atheist biologists. That's what I'm saying.
Around the world, yeah.
So that's all I'm saying.
And I think that there are many evolutionary biologists who are right.
But you said it's fact.
Yeah, you said it's fact.
People challenge...
Okay, wait, one second. One conversation at a time. Relax.
There are people in the world that think the Earth's flat, right? That doesn't mean that it's not fact that it's not.
Wait, hang on. Hang on.
We know the answer.
Hang on.
Is easier than Darwinism?
Wait, sir. You can't make the equivocation between the selfish gene idea and the shape of the Earth.
No, but he said the fact that people challenge it means that it isn't a fact. So I gave him an analogy.
No. Sir, can I complete, please?
Yeah.
Sorry, one second.
I think that evolution's a fact, yeah.
Okay. The fact of the matter is this. Your claim about the selfish gene explaining altruism is something which is not even accepted in evolutionary circles amongst atheists.
When you say accepted, you're actually taking a few people and saying that the scientific community writ large is not accepting it, which actually isn't true.
Wait, hang on.
I think your conclusion, I have less of a problem with that than I do with your overall conclusion that one little part of it's false, therefore all of it's wrong. And that's just simply not true, okay? Because you can't provide me anything that's an alternative that provides more of the data and explains more of it. You're basically being like a god of the gap, so to speak. So
No, it's not.
Hole that maybe a few people disagree with, therefore all false.
Okay. Do you know what? It's not this at all. Do you believe, what alternatives are you aware of to Darwinian evolution?
To explain what?
All the data of evolution.
So are you asking me what is the best explanation of evolution, Darwinian?
What are the alternatives to the Darwinian mechanism of evolution? By natural selection.
Alternatives for creation of the Earth, you mean? Or what do you mean by alternatives?
We have the process of evolution,
yes.
Right? That process has different mechanisms, right? So you believe that the scientific community at large, in your own words, they accept the Darwinian evolution, yes. Right? What alternatives are you aware of?
Well, I'm aware of like creationism and other religious...
There you go. Yeah. Forget that for now. What naturalistic alternatives are you aware of?
I'd like to hear from them.
Okay. There's evolution and all of these were put together by evolutionary biologists who are atheists. They don't believe in intelligent design, they don't believe in creationism, they don't believe in anything like that. And they've taken the same data and they've come up with a different interpretation. Evolution by natural genetic engineering, put together by James Shapiro. Neo-Lamarckian evolution, which is put together by Eva Jablonka. Neo-mutationism, put together by Masayoshi Nai from Japan. Lynn Margulis, symbiotic evolution in terms of alternatives, not the origin of eukaryotic cells. And evolution by self-organization, put together by Stuart Kauffman. All of these guys are atheists, and they don't believe natural selection explains biodiversity and human behavior.
So what conclusion are you drawing from that?
My conclusion is, this is something not set in stone. Darwinian evolution. It's not something set in stone.
But evolution is though, but it's not Darwinian evolution. Is that what you're saying?
Evolution has many different meanings.
Yeah,
right?
you're just telling me 6 of them.
No. These are models. There's a difference.
Yeah.
There's two things here. Whenever we look at evolutionary theory, there's two particular parts of evolutionary theory. There is a history, a phylogenetic reconstruction they try and make, and there is a mechanism by which that phylogenetic reconstruction took place. Okay? Now, in terms of the mechanism of evolution, we have many different alternatives. In terms of the history of life, Lamarck, who published his book decades before Darwin, he believed in multiple origins and parallel lines of evolution, and he believed in progression, right? Charles Darwin, he believed in universal common descent. Okay? Now, I don't accept any of them, because all science can do is give you workable models which are then falsified. So I'll accept any of them as working models, but I won't say that they're true in the literal sense. That's all my position is.